Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Unity of Vancouver. We're here for this wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining us in person. Thank you for joining us at home. So lovely to have you. I'm Beverly Elliott. This is Tom Arnson, and we've got Chris Nolan on guitar. Please get your voices going. Oops. Yes, I am here to love. Yes, I am here to serve. Yes, I am here to be the love of God. Yes, I am here to love. Yes, I am here to serve. Yes, I am here to be the love of God, my God. And I know forevermore that I am loved. Yes, I know. Yes, I am here to learn. Yes, I am here to live. Yes, I am here to be the love of God. Yes, I am here to learn. Yes, I am here to live. Yes, I am here to be the love of God, my God. And I know forevermore that I am loved. Yes, I know forevermore that I am loved. Yes, I am here to love. Yes, I am here to serve. Yes, I am here to be the love of God, my God. My God, of God, my God. Thank you, thank you. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you. Good singing. Okay, this is a fun one. You might even find yourself standing up. Yes, I am so grateful I'm alive. Are we grateful we're alive?
I am.
Yes. Woo! Wonderful. We've got a great service for you this morning. Sunshine, your eyes, dewdrops and dragonflies. I'm so grateful I'm alive. 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 sings. Coyote call. I'm so grateful I'm alive. 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 Yeah. Your hug, sweet kiss, holding my hand, blind bliss. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. Yeah, I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. Shadows I conceal, never to reveal another part of me, embracing all that I perceive. Oh, cut grass, jasmine blue, honeysuckle in your room. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. Sing it with me, yeah. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. Sing it and mean it. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. Yeah. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful I'm alive. Oh, Tom Arnson just eating up that piano. That's fantastic. Okay, on your feet. We've got one more song for you. Tom's going to take us. Here we go.
A little more guitar in the monitor, please.
You can all sing along, and if you don't think you can sing, I'm here to tell you, you can sing, you can sing, you can sing. Everybody can sing. Oh, give me some drums. 1, 2, a 1, 2, a 1.
I am a light.
I am a light.
I am a light.
In this world.
joy.
I see the joy.
I see the joy
In this world.
in this world.
In this world.
In this world.
This is the place.
This is the place.
This is the time.
This is the time.
Let it shine. Oh, let it shine. I'm living love every day.
Living love every day.
I'm living love every day.
Living love every day.
I'm living love every day.
Living love every day.
Spreading peace along the way.
Spreading peace along the way.
Right time.
Right time.
Right place.
Right place.
Living love. Come on, friends. Give me some
Love every
guitar.
day.
Crank him up there.
On the two.
Oh, let's sing it again. Repeat after me. Come on. I am a light.
I am a light.
I am a light.
I am a light.
In this world.
In this world.
In this world.
In this world.
I am a light.
I am a light.
I am a light.
I am a light.
In this world.
In this world.
In this world.
This world.
This is the place.
This is the place.
This is the time.
This is the time.
Let it shine. Let it shine. I'm living love every day.
Living love every day.
I'm 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 living peace along the way.
I'm living peace along the way.
Right time.
Right time.
Right place.
Right place.
Living love every day. Right time.
Right time.
Right place.
Right
I'm
place.
living love every day. Every day. Oh, yeah. Well, we're moving on up to the east side.
Bring it on down, brother.
To the deluxe apartment in the sky. Yeah, we're moving on up.
Moving on up. Thank you, Brother Tom.
Woo! Thank you all. That was amazing.
Amazing. Oh my goodness, you're amazing. Gee. Good morning. And good morning. I am your host, Janet Law, and I welcome you to Unity of Vancouver. We warmly welcome all people, all faiths, and all lifestyles. I also want to do a special welcome to our Zoom and YouTube viewers today, as well as we are virtually in all of the Unity centers and churches across Canada right now, and they have joined us. So give them a welcome. Unity of Vancouver is situated on the ancestral unceded territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh speaking peoples who have lived here since time immemorial. It is here that we work, live, and learn together. And our mission at Unity is to build personal and community well-being through universal spiritual teachings. So please join us in our opening invocation. There is one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotent. So please rise and join us in singing When I Pray.
When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper. feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray.
Thank you so much, Beverly, Tom, and Chris, and of course, Thomas, who's joining us today as well. Today's daily word is a beautiful word, loving. The boundaries and the boundless love of God expresses through me. I am loving. And to be loving means to be kind, understanding, and generous. It means forgiving grievances easily and seeking to understand myself and others. In striving to be loving towards others, I begin with myself, exercising self-compassion when I make a mistake and forgiving others easily. Taking time for self-care makes it more natural for me to be a nurturing presence for others. Treating myself well helps make me more generous, spontaneous, and I can frequently love. Love is the very nature of God. I am a spiritual being, which means love is my nature too. Through my loving nature, I am positive, optimistic, hopeful, and faith-filled. I am the heart and hands of God on earth. I am loving. And from Corinthians 1:13, 4-7, love is kind. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Whew. Here we go. So, today's talk is on your playful, prayerful heart. So let's open our mind right now to receive divine inspiration. And if you are a regular here, you know that we like to dial things up in a very high vibration. So, by dialing into the frequency of our topic, we have 5 affirmations. Turning your attention to the screen all together now. I am a vessel of playfulness and joy, radiating positivity and love to all. My playful heart brings laughter and light to every situation. I find joy in the simple things, and my prayerful heart sees beauty in everyday moments. I approach each day with a playful spirit, and my heart is filled with enthusiasm. I trust the power of prayer, and my playful heart keeps me grounded in gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. So today, we not only have one, but two wonderful speakers working together for this special Unity service. As you know, we have our Canadian Unity Conference virtual online for the last 2 days, and so today we are celebrating. And so we have two Unity ministers, Reverend Thomas DeSchutter and Reverend Vicky Vanderhorst. Reverend Thomas DeSchutter is on the faculty of Unity World Spiritual Institute, and he is the minister at Unity Vancouver Island. Thomas is also an award-winning drummer and proud father of 2 teenage daughters. Thomas lives by the maxim, everything we want for ourselves and our lives comes from within. And that's a mantra for him every day. Vicky Vanderhorst first came to Unity in 1980 in Victoria, BC, and she was inspired and supported by the Unity principles. And after experiencing how it made a huge difference in her life, she made a commitment to become part of the Unity movement. She's a licensed teacher, spiritual leader, minister, and Unity of Canada board member for the last few years. Please give me a warm round of applause for Reverend Thomas and Reverend Vicky.
I'm the Vicky, he's the Thomas. I'm so delighted to be here today. I love being in spiritual community. I love being with people who are committed and dedicated to their spiritual path and their beautiful spiritual unfolding with all of its ups and downs and challenges. So, thank you.
Hello, everybody. It's great to be here. I was thinking as Janet read out that statement I have of everything we want for ourselves and for our lives comes from within. And for the first time when she said that, I heard also the things we don't want. And I was like, oh, should I put that in brackets at the end of it? Maybe, I don't know, perhaps. And then as I was sitting up here in this middle chair, I realized like I actually brought hair stuff with me because I rode my motorcycle. And I never do my hair when I'm going to put my helmet on, and I didn't, and I brought hair stuff with me, but I was having so much fun drumming and stuff that so then I was sitting back here, and this big light is coming down on me, and it looks like my head is like an orb of light.
A halo.
Which was like, oh, that's interesting. That'll be really cool to see later. Anyhow, it's great to be here, and I look forward to our service today. And this is the time where we all get to stand and join in on the Aramaic prayer.
Holy Spirit, creator and life of all, you create a space inside us and fill it with your presence. Our oneness now prevails. Your one desire flows through ours as energy fills all forms. You give us this day our physical and spiritual nourishment.
Let's just, oh, sure.
It's the first time that we've sung that song together, and we wrote it together. About 4 years ago, 5 years ago?
4 or 5 years ago, we didn't write the lyrics, of course, but we wrote the music, and it was, I was having goosebumps all the way
That's
through.
the first time.
Thank you, Tom. Yeah, thank you. Enjoy. Let us know if you want the music, you out there in the rest of Canada.
Beautiful. You just had to say it. And I'm so glad you did, so that we can celebrate that with you. And now I invite you to just take a moment. We're just going to go into a bit of a quiet place. Perhaps if that's comfortable for you, you can close your eyes. And the Aramaic Lord's Prayer talks about the breath of spirit, creating that sacred space within us. And so let's just take a moment and see if we can just let go of everything. Not let go, just put it aside. All the conversations of this morning, all the interactions, the traffic, whatever you ran into this morning, see if you can just set it aside. We can pick it up later so that we can be present, 100% present, aligned, centered in spirit, in that place that is the oneness that we share. It is the now moment. It is the power moment. There is no other. So I invite you just to breathe into that knowing for a moment. We know that truth, but sometimes we forget. As the song said, I am the light. You are the light. Let it shine. Let's just bring that into the silence. Picture what your day would look like if you remembered that. I am the light. You are the light. If we saw every person we encounter, the person in the grocery store, the person in the lineup, the person next to us in traffic, what a blessing we could give each other. You are the light. We know and we recognize there is one presence, one power, one love that we all share. And so in any moment, we can bring that aspect of Spirit, of God, into manifestation. In the simplest conversation, even without words. So just picture your day. You know probably what's in store for you for the rest of the day. Just picture that day with you moving through it, remembering that you are the light and everyone else is the light. There are no exceptions. And we know that as we picture this, as we envision this, as we step into this, it will be made so. And in our words, our actions, the manifestation of light within us, we change the world. One breath at a time, one heartbeat at a time. We are agents of transformation. And so we give thanks for this truth. We give thanks that we know about it, that we're learning about it, that we are exercising it in our everyday lives. We give thanks for this. And in that spirit of gratitude, peace, and light, we say thank you and amen.
listening? Are you listening? Do you know you're not alone? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm the voice that calls you home. Can you take a broken promise and find the truth that still remains? Can you hold a candle to the sun and kindle a new flame? Can you open up a window with the opening of your eyes? Can you let the river run away? Can you let your soul cry? Are you listening? Are you listening? Do you know you're not alone? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm the voice that calls you home. Can you speak the tender treasures that lie nestled in your heart? Can you take a precious moment and send it to the stars? Are you following the rhythm of the rocking of the waves? Are you standing in your darkness, being brave? Are you listening? Are you listening? Do you know you're not alone? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm the voice that calls you home. Time has left you hiding far away, far away. The angels have come calling you to play. Come and play. Come and play. Come and play. Are you listening? Are you listening? Do you know you're not alone? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm the voice that calls you home. Are you listening? Are you listening? Do you know you're not alone? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm the voice that calls you home.
So I drew the straw for the Playful Heart. And after playing that, it's like, oh, how do I want to speak about the Playful Heart? I have a whole bunch of things here that I had taken where I have Charles Fillmore and I have Stoicism and all these ideas, and I'm just not going to go there. But if anybody wants it, we can share it later, because there's actually like 5 principles and steps that you could use for a playful heart. And I'm willing to share that, but I don't know that we need to go there today. We're going to just be related to each other, if that's okay with all of you and everybody that's joining us on the internet across Canada, here in Vancouver, back home on Vancouver Island. Yeah, this is a great opportunity to share the unity message. And I was thinking about a playful heart and thinking, we could look at it like it's a playful heart, or at the heart of who I am I playful? Because that to me is a little bit different. That says to me, where am I coming from? Am I coming from a place of playfulness or some other thing? Not that there's anything wrong with where else you might be coming from, but I was listening to Thich Nhat Hanh this morning, and most of what he said sounded to me like a playful heart is a real place to find heaven right here on earth. I'll share a quote with you from André Gide, a French author, who said, "God is happiness. God is happiness." That sounds like a playful heart to me. He also said, and I love this, "Everything's already been said, but since nobody was listening, we have to start again." Right? Yeah. I can take that home for myself. That's like, yeah. I left here yesterday. So for those that don't know, there's the Unity Canada Conference, and we are presenting it live here from Unity Vancouver. So first of all, thank you for all of you sharing your space with all of us across Canada, because this is your sacred home, and you have allowed us in so that we can bring a Unity conference to everybody. So thank you. You can give yourself a nice warm round of applause. Yes, love yourself, all of that wonderfulness, indeed. And so as I was contemplating this playful heart, a couple of things have happened. So one was yesterday, for those of you that don't know me, I ride a motorcycle, and I was well aware of the tribal rainstorms that were coming as I came over from Vancouver Island on Friday, and thought, you know what, I'm just going to ride. Yeah, because that's what I would do if I don't live in fear. I would just get on my motorcycle and ride. Yesterday, however, as I was riding here, I was staying in Richmond, and I had to cross the number 2 road bridge by the airport, and then the Arthur Lang Bridge, and the wind coming up the river. And I have a big motorcycle. I have a 1200. It's pretty heavy, and I was fighting the wind in traffic with slippery roads in pouring rain where I couldn't really see that well. And I was thinking about this idea of a playful heart. Well, what would I do if I had a playful heart right now? Would I be in fear of what could happen? Or would I just open up my mask a little bit, let a little bit of the rain in on my face and scream, "Yeah, here we go"? So that's what I did. I thought if I'm going to go down, I might as well go down smiling. But that's the choice we get to make in life, isn't it? At any given time, don't we have the choice to choose the experience that we want to have in any given moment, regardless of what was going on? And yet yesterday, as I left this place, having had great workshops about playfulness and heartfulness and prayerfulness, I got into a conversation with one of my loved ones in my household last night, and immediately what I wanted to do was fix instead of listen, instead of support. And I think it was in the Matrei workshop yesterday where she shared, we can reparent ourselves into safety and then into play. Through listening to our pain, we can course correct into well-being. I sort of took that, well, I could do that in the presence of somebody else too. And then this was the real kicker, was from pain to safety to play. You can't just go from pain to play. Do you understand that? So when we expect somebody else who's experiencing a moment or suffering or in pain or having an upset, we expect them to immediately drop it, let it go, and move on to happiness and joy. And you also see this in the world of grief when somebody has a loss. We think we're helping by saying, oh, it's going to be okay, don't worry about it, just get over it, it's all fine, we love you, all of those nice things, yet we don't understand that maybe they need to feel safe first. Maybe they need a pause, some safety, and then they can move to play. And so as we had dinner last night, this conversation was rich at our table, so thank you, Brian and Janet and Vicky, for a 2.5 hour dinner or something, however long we were there. And we were talking about this, and we ended up talking about falling off a bicycle. And then this morning, I had this memory that, I moved here to the West Coast when I was 7-ish, and I have a memory in Winnipeg, where I was born, of riding a bike down a back lane and falling off of it. So I was probably 5 or 6. So here's what happened. I'm riding this bike. I think I'm pretty cool. Often in my life, I have thought I was pretty cool. Usually, it leads to a bit of a problem. Those moments when you're like, I'm so cool right now, and then you trip over the stair or something. So I took my hands off the handlebars of the bike in a back lane on rocks. Obviously I hadn't learned anything yet. And I fell off. I banged my head on a cylinder block, and you know how heads bleed. So I just had blood gushing down my face. But still, in my coolness, I'm like, I'm not gonna cry. I'm just gonna walk the bike home. But I was rattled. And when I got home, of course, my mom sees me, and she's concerned. So what does mom do? First, she soothes me. She wipes my face. She hugs me. She gives me this moment to feel safe again, to feel like everything's okay. And did I get back on a bike again? Yeah, you bet I did. But I had that moment, and I really felt that this morning as I was thinking about that. I felt, wow, I get to have this moment. And so where can we offer that for ourselves? Where are we going to take that moment for ourselves so that we can have that little respite where we can bring ourselves down, recalibrate? We can do it with a breath, right? Just try that now. Just try a nice deep breath in. Something as simple as that can be a moment. We can do that when we're having a conversation with somebody and we're feeling like, ooh, they're treading on me a little, they're bringing me into some elevated state. We can bring ourselves back. The key is, of course, we have to notice, right? We actually have to notice and be aware of ourselves. And that's where, again, listening to Thich Nhat Hanh this morning was so helpful, because everything he's about is presence. Presencing ourselves, being present in the moment, understanding who we're with, what's going on around us. It's kind of like I could give a talk that I wrote 3 days ago, or I could just be present with everything that's happened between the time I wrote this and being here this morning. And it feels better to me to just be here. To just be here with you. So I've got another example, and it is some of my favorite people in the world, musicians, who show up. Tom didn't bring his piano with him. He's playing somebody else's piano. He could be like, no, I need my piano or I can't play. But he's willing to play. He's willing to just get on that piano right here and make it work. And that's having a playfulness. That's being willing to let go. And so that brings me to another piece here, is when can we let go of things? Because if we're not willing to let go, there's no chance of play. You ever notice kids, the way they play? They just make up the rules as they go along, right? And then somebody else jumps in and makes up a new rule, and they're like, yeah, we'll do that too, right? It's just all fun. It's just, let's just keep going and play, and just let go and recreate, and let go and recreate, and let go and recreate. But when we're hanging on to things, it's pretty hard to be playful. So I think of my motorcycle in this moment, because everything on my motorcycle, I don't want play in it, right? I don't want the handlebars to feel kind of playful. When I hit the brakes, I don't want a bunch of playfulness in the brake. I want instant response to everything that's going there. I do not want it to be playful. So I want it to be tight and squeezing and holding on to itself. But in life, if we're like that, where's the fun? When we're so stuck in our own ideas and our own, maybe try this on, need to be right. Anybody? Anybody here at all? Just let me know. Anybody watching? Anybody suffer from, oh, I need to be right? And I am going to argue and beat you down till you see my way of thinking. So ask yourself, because I was asking myself this morning this question, is there any chance to play when I'm there? Can I come from a place of playfulness when I'm so stuck in my ideas that I can't let go? And even just allow an interaction to happen. And ask yourself, how many people in your life have given you the grace to be who you are? And when you think of that, what's that relationship like? Does it feel good? Does it feel good when you're with somebody that just allows you to be who you are? Doesn't need to fix you. You're not broken. You're not down the wrong path. You're just like, hey, you know what? Just the way you are, that's great with me. I'm okay with that. And then when you allow that back, isn't that like the basis of a really great relationship? That to me is the playfulness. That's what we can let go of. We can allow that to be the guiding light in our lives, to be that open and willing. I guess you have to be willing to just make mistakes and be wrong, right? There needs to be some bravery in that. Anybody here afraid of being wrong? Yeah, we don't want to look bad, right? I mean, really, we just want to look good for everybody, don't we? That's why I was like so worried about my hair. I'm like, how could they possibly accept me with hair like this morning? I can't believe I didn't fix it. I can hear my wife going, you wore that? With love in her heart. She is the great wisdom in my life, the great corrector of things. And then I want to be right, so it's like, yeah, I'm okay with it. It's fine. It'll be great. And then I'll go away and think about it and probably come back having either fixed my hair or changed my clothes or put on a different shirt or something. Because deep down, I know she's correct, right? I found this from Brené Brown this morning. We are imperfect. We are wired for struggle, but we are worthy of love and belonging. And so when we have that sense of belonging, doesn't that give us the permission to play as well? Right? When we feel like we belong, we can play along. You know, I can give you another example. Just me coming here today, and I decided yesterday to set up the drums. I didn't ask if it was okay if I sat in with the musicians that were going to be here. I just assumed it would be okay. And they were gracious and like, yeah, come on, yeah, let's play. But they could have been like, no, there's a gate and you can't come in. Your hair is terrible. Not a chance. You don't look nearly cool enough to play in our band. But it wasn't like that. It was welcoming and loving and warm. And then that allowed me to be, oh, this is going to be okay, right? We've never played these songs together. As a matter of fact, the four of us have never played together before in this little group. So everything we're doing this morning is the first time as a group. Yeah, but that's... And I'm not sharing that for applause. I'm sharing that for the fact that that's what's possible. That's what kids do, right? Kids allow that to be on the playground. I was in Kelowna a few weeks ago, and I stopped at a playground. It was a Monday or Tuesday, I forget what it was, and the kids were all out for recess or lunch or whatever it was, and you could not make out a single word that was being said. It was just this roar of just kids running around doing whatever, playing multiple different games all over the playground. And that kind of brings me to, I know I have to be cautious of time. I'm getting close. So that brings me to, you know, I have a couple of mentors in my life. Well, I have a, depending on which hat I'm putting on, I have mentors in, because I wear a few different hats. But in the world of ministry, I have, you know, somebody who taught me a lot, which was Reverend Patricia. She's spoken here a few times from Nanaimo, and, you know, she allowed me the keys to the castle. The moment I said I wanted to be a minister, she just opened up the door and said, well, you should speak every second week then and get some training. And so she has allowed me the grace to really find my feet in this world of ministry. And the other one is Jesus. Like, for me, Jesus is one of the coolest dudes, because he's like fighting the man. And I was a rock musician, and what do we do in rock and roll? We fight the man. We don't know who it is, but we're just like out there fighting it, right? That doesn't sound right. We're going to write a song about that. So I kind of like him for that. But here's what he said. And I think, you know, as of this morning, I will say that these are the two most important pieces that if you only knew this, you could not ever read the Bible and not ever worry about it. Okay, so take that for what it's worth. Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law? And Jesus replied, love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. Now, I sort of look at Lord God as life itself, as the very existence that we have, and I love life. So I'm going to just love it with all of my heart and all of my soul and all of my mind, because it's awesome. It's great. Second, this is the first and greatest commandment, and the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and the prophets hang on these two commandments. So that's one. Number two, truly, I tell you, unless you change and become like little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Because when we're stuck and hanging on and unwilling, needing to be right, we're not open. There is no play. There's no kingdom of heaven in that. There's just being stuck exactly where you are, probably not enjoying, probably not experiencing all you could experience. So my invitation, as we bring Reverend Vicky up to bring this home with prayerfulness, is to allow yourself to let go. Just let go of all of it. Don't worry about it. It's all going to be fine. You know, either a meteor is going to come and blow us all out of here or whatever's going to happen. I don't know. But my worrying about it isn't going to change it. So I might as well just enjoy the motorcycle ride with the wind on my face and the rain coming in my helmet and hang on and hope to heck it all works out. Namaste.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's kind of, wasn't it obvious to you that Thomas should do the playfulness? I mean, you know, yes. Oh my goodness. So we have been having a wonderful weekend exploring this prayerful playfulness. Sometimes we can get so serious about life. Well, here, I won't, my role is not the playfulness, but I am going to say that this does not have to be hard. Living the spiritual path, living to the principles does not have to be hard. It can be joyful, it can be light, it can be thrilling. We have a very powerful tool in Unity, and it's called affirmative prayer. It's based on our first two principles, and I'm sure that a lot of you know these two principles. First one, there's one presence, one power. I think we said an affirmation like that this morning. Everywhere present, all good. The second principle is that by whatever name you want to call that, we were created. Now, if we were created by all good, all the time, all love, everywhere present, what does that mean? We are. When you squeeze an orange, what comes out? Orange juice. Not peanut butter, not tuna fish, not a tree. So when the Creator, who is all good, all present, all the time, all love, everything, all potential, all possibility creates us, we can't be anything other than that. And those two ideas are the basis for affirmative prayer. Because if we embrace that nature, our divine nature, then do we ever need anything? We already have it. Now, we have this spiritual essence, we have this divine essence, I call it my spiritual DNA, and we are in human form. At least everybody I can see here is in human form on the physical plane, which means we have had a lifetime of experiences, of things that happened to us, of things that people said to us, schooling, education, jobs, neighbors, relationships. All of these are in the realm of our human experience. So yes, we've probably all been hurt. We've probably all experienced loss. We've probably all experienced achievement and joy and all of those things. And yet, anything that happens around us, people, place, situations, cannot touch our spiritual nature, our divine essence. Nothing can touch it. It is principle. It is working all the time. Now, I know when I try to make I think analogy is the right word, between something spiritual and something on the physical plane, I'm just going to say ahead of time, I know that at some point the analogy falls apart. But let me try this one. 2 and 2 equals 4. We can believe it or not believe it. We can argue with it. We can ignore it. We can never use it. But it's still true because it's a principle, I think. It's a mathematical principle. And this is what our divine nature is. So this is the foundation for affirmative prayer. Some people ask me to go to the hospital and pray with others, and my first question is, what is the foundation of their belief? Because if they believe that they were born in sin and that their whole life is a journey of redemption to make up for their flawed character, it's really, it's not impossible, but it's a more difficult situation. But we don't have that in unity. We are starting from that foundation that we are made whole, holy, perfect. And the purpose of affirmative prayer is to remember that. Because I don't know about you, but I forget. I forget. So I love the word remember, because it's about bringing all the pieces back together into wholeness, right? We may feel separated. I'm not saying that I have never felt, how's that, double negative? Okay, so there are times in my life when I have felt separated, but in truth, I can't be. I can't be. But I forget, and I act out of that forgetfulness, and I speak out of that forgetfulness. And so the purpose of prayer is to remember the truth about who we are. And from that place, we speak, we act, we think. 3 steps, simple little prayer process. So, I was thinking, Thomas will attest to this, in ministerial school, we probably spend 40 hours studying affirmative prayer. So you're going to get like the 15-minute version. First step, connect some way, in some wording that works for you. Reconnect, realign ourselves with the truth of our being. You can use whatever words you like. Second step, from that place of connection, of truth, of centeredness, that's when we make our affirmative statements. We do not speak those statements to make it come true. We speak them because they are true. And we're giving life to them. We're giving energy to them. We're making room for them to come into manifestation. Now, there are all kinds of prayers, all kinds of prayer requests. Nothing ever wrong. So, when I was younger, I lived in Africa for a year. And at one point, we went on a Land Rover from Kenya to Nigeria. When we were about halfway through in the middle of the Central African Republic, a whole bunch of mercenaries jumped out and stopped us with their machine guns. I've lived in India for many, 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 many months, and I've taken, you've probably watched those documentaries of the bus that's really overloaded, that's teetering on the road, that's crumbling under it. There's a 1,000-foot drop, in the Himalayas, right? I've been on those buses. And you know what my prayer was? God, please get me out of here. I don't want to die. Or if I'm going to die, just make it fast. Like, that's my prayer. If I'm going to die, just make it fast. Okay, that's a human prayer. So that's okay. We all do that, probably. But just so that we remember, that's not affirmative prayer. It's not wrong, because we are human beings, and I really did not want to die in that moment, but it's not affirmative prayer. The third step, so we realign ourselves with the one power, the one presence. From that place of centeredness and spiritual realization, we speak something that we know is true, a truth statement. I am whole, I am perfect, I am divinely designed, all these. I'm going to give you some examples in a minute. And then the third is a gratitude statement. It can be that simple. It can be, thank you, God. I release and I let go. So what I thought I would do is take a couple of situations that probably we're all aware of and give you a demonstration of what an affirmative prayer would look like. Is that okay? So, world peace. Lots going on the planet. So when I was living in this one place in India, in Kerala in the south, right at dawn, just before dawn, you could hear the call to prayer. from the mosque. And then about an hour later, you'd hear the Hindu temple bells starting to ring as people went to the temple and did their morning prayers and rang the bell. A little bit later in the afternoon, you would hear the church bells ring. We visited the oldest Jewish cemetery in the southeast. There is peace on this planet. I know that you may not think that if you listen to the news, but I'm telling you, there are billions of people who are living together peacefully. Different cultures, different religions. Okay, but we don't hear that. Sometimes we can be concerned about some of the things that are happening on the planet. So here's a demonstration. Would you join me, please, in prayer? So first, we just center ourselves in that one presence. We align with the truth that there is one power at work that we cannot see and fully understand. And so in that place of power and potential, I rest. And from this place, I know that peace is all around us, that there is a peaceful nature to people, that the possibility for peace is everywhere, one by one, group by group, nation by nation. And so I see that light of peace and harmony and understanding shine. And I can picture perhaps there's some part of the world that you are particularly drawn to right now. Shine the light on that. Lift up the people, the governments, the situation, the circumstances. I see peace everywhere I look. I know that peace resides within each person, and so I support that being made manifest. And I give thanks for that. I see it, I know it, I give thanks for it. Thank you. Thank you, Holy Spirit. And so it is. The thank you part of the prayer. I had a wonderful teacher tell me, we were all taught as children, if somebody gives you something, what do you say? Thank you. That's good manners. That's courtesy. Someone holds a door open for you, you say thank you. After you've received something, then you say thank you. Giving thanks in advance of seeing it made manifest is a spiritual practice. Much more than a courtesy. Anybody can say thank you. Even if you don't mean it, you can say thank you for something that you've already received. But if I see peace, if I feel peace, I can give thanks for that. I see it already spreading in little sparks of light all over the planet, of people of peace. And I give thanks for that. Another situation, I thought I'd give you an example of perhaps an affirmative prayer. So does it sound very hard? I hope it doesn't sound too hard. Center yourself, can be one or two statements. Speak some truth statements. We have those beautiful affirmations on that we affirmed this morning, and give thanks in advance that this is already in process, that it is already taking place, that it is already done. That's affirmative prayer. Okay, so take a health challenge. Lots of people are experiencing health challenges or know somebody who is. So let's do this again. We'll take a deep breath, if you choose. And because we're talking about the physical body, let's just rest in that for a moment and feel the breath. And if we're really quiet, we can probably feel our heart beating. That is divine life and it is me. So there's our connection. And then some affirmative statements. Divine life flows through every part of my being. Every organ, every system, every bone, every cell, every molecule. There is no place that divine life is missing in my body. I see it circulating. I see whatever visualization you might want to use, little beams of light or sparkling or something. Can you just feel that divine energy? We would not be here right now if that was not present in us. There is no life outside of divine life because we are one. And so perhaps we're going through a procedure, or there's, something that we'll be doing perhaps at the hospital. I give thanks. Oh my goodness, I give thanks for our medical system, for all the opportunities I have of healing modalities. I give thanks if I have to go in perhaps for surgery, for the technicians, for the staff, for all the healthcare professionals, for the people who clean my room, for the people that are taking care of that building so that I can be there. I give thanks for all of that. I give thanks for the skill of the surgeon's hands, for his or her training and dedication and commitment to their craft, which is not an easy one. I give thanks that they took the time and had the drive and the passion to be that. I give thanks in advance for the healing that is already taking place in my body, because nothing can stop divine life. And so in that state of knowingness, of remembering the holiness and the wholeness of me, I give thanks. I give thanks, and so it is. I'm hoping that you all feel like maybe you have a little bit more of a tool in your pocket for how you can meet and respond to the situations that we are all exposed to. It doesn't matter where you are, what circumstance you're in, who's talking to you. You can find that place within you that is perfect, whole, holy, sacred, untouchable, that is principle. Sink into that, give a statement of gratitude, and claim it. I think that's all I have to say about prayer. Yes, thank you.
Thank you both. That was beautiful. What an extraordinary service we've had this morning. We're so lucky, so blessed. So blessed.
Farther than lands you have ever imagined, deeper than even the oceans of blue. An open horizon is waiting like morning, waking the dreamer who's living in you. So now go with the wind at your back and the sun on your face, with a song in your heart and the promise of grace. Go in peace and in truth, and let love lead your way. Go with God. Go with God. Stronger than will in the soul of a fighter, higher than hope in the heart of a child. There is a longing, a yearning inside us. It's reaching for heaven, and it won't be denied. If you go with the wind at your back and the sun on your face, with a song in your heart, and the promise of grace. Go in peace and in truth, and let love lead your way. Go with God. Go with farther than lands you have ever imagined, deeper than even the oceans of blue. An open horizon is waiting like morning. Awaken the dreamer who's living in you. So now go with the wind at your back and the sun on your face, with a song in your heart and the promise of grace. Go in peace and in truth, and let love lead your way. Go with God. Go with God. Go with God. Go with God. Sing that with us, will you? Go with God. With the sun on your face. Go with God. And a song in your heart. Go with God. Let love lead your way. Go with God. Be playful in prayer. Go with God. With the wind at your back. Go with God. Let love lead your way. Go with God.
Let's give it up one more time for this incredible music. Beverly, Tom, Chris, and Thomas, thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, Vicki and Thomas, for that extraordinary, inspiring, playful, prayerful message. And we even have our peace pole that was installed a few years ago to remind us of world peace. It's wonderful. And the peace inside each of us. So we now come to that time of our gathering where we give our thanks for the miracle of our spiritual growth, our health, our happiness, our prosperity, and our spiritual community. We do this through the freely given offerings, so please know that your offerings really do make a difference, and there is no head office that supports us in this ministry. It is your donations that empower and enable this ministry. So now, let us say our offering statement all together now. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. May you be blessed with health, happiness, and know that God loves you, and so do we. And to donate online, simply click on the donate link in your chat window, which will allow you to give via all major credit cards. And if you're here in person, we are happy to announce that you can also donate via credit card, Interact, and those donations can be made quickly and easily at the bookstore if you prefer that. And of course, whether you are here in person or online, you can always give by e-transfer through donations at unityofvancouver.org. Once again, if you're on Zoom or YouTube, you will find a donate link in the chat window. And now for a few quick announcements. First, a quick update on our auction. Do we have Terry here to come up and just say a few words?
Good morning, everyone. And I want to let you know we have 1 week left. 1 week left until next Saturday at 10 p.m. So thank you, first of all, for all of those of you who have participated. We have over 60 items. We have some of the items are already sold out, but I wanted you to know, yesterday we added several new items, including a couple of Costco cards, some more restaurants, a couple of markets, including an organic marketplace. So I would invite you the next week to play on the auction site and participate. This is for Unity and Covenant House, and we're already driving to success, folks. So please join in on the next week, and thank you for your participation. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we want to announce our 80s live concert, a good old-fashioned rock and roll concert, transformed and performed by the Tom Arnson Red Hot Tribute Band, The Hits. Yes. Rock out to the iconic classics of David Bowie, The Police, Springsteen, Journey, the Rolling Stones, even the B-52s, Dire Straits, and many, many more, even Rod Stewart. And as many of you know, the Hits are truly a world-class tribute band featuring, again, Tom Arnson, Nathan Aswell, Tim Porter, and Randall Stoll. So their ability to faithfully recreate all of your rock classics is unsurpassed. So please join us for this amazing night of iconic music. Get your tickets now, and while we are chatting about the concert, if you could please also visit our Facebook page and set your status to interested or going to this event, because that's a huge help to us. We want to fill the room to the rafters, and we want you to experience the rewarding musicians. And it also helps to raise funds for the center so that we can continue to do the work that we do here. So easily go on your page to the event in your last email and respond on Facebook. So easy. Your help is greatly, greatly appreciated. And exciting news, November the 3rd, we are announcing today that we are going to be providing child minding for ages 3 to 10. So please join us that day if you have children and you would like to bring them. We have a few here today. And if you know anyone who might want to take advantage of this service, please let them know. We will be here. Again, Tuesday, we also have our Thriving Course in Miracles community attending our Course in Miracles study group live from 12:30 to 2:30 here at Unity on the lower level. And October 25th, Halloween dance, hosting our annual Halloween dance. So get ready to dance away in your favorite costume, bring a snack to share, and bring your awesome self. We've got plenty of fun waiting, so the event is by donation, so please check out the Facebook page and respond again to that event as well. And finally, we are asking for help in our sacred service team of the Sacred Space Yard Care. Our grounds are reflecting and in need of some care and love to this community, so if we could use a few extra hands to keep this place looking beautiful outside. Pine cones need picking up, blowing of the leaves, raking, bagging leaves, so no experience is needed, but please sign up on the sheet at the front desk, and if you can join us, we sure appreciate it. And finally, today's affirmative prayer chaplains are Carol Roman, Melba Burns, Margaret McLeod on Zoom, and Carolyn Conlon on Zoom, and Margaret is here in person. Please stand so we can see who you are. Now, I'm noticing here that Melba's not here, but Shirley Richardson's here, and Raymond Lancaster's here, and we've got Jeannie here. So actually, yeah, that was last week, but we've got new ones this week, so it's all good. It's all good. And if you want to have a confidential prayer with one of the chaplains, please simply come up to the front after all of the music has been finished, and we'll find the chaplains in the front row, and you'll be happy to support in prayer. And if you're watching on Zoom, I'll show you how to participate in just a few moments. Please join us downstairs for tea, coffee, cookies, and conversation after the service. And thank you, all of us joining us virtually, for being here in this huge Unity community on the planet. Now, we are going to come to a close. This is a Playful Prayerful Heart. So let us stand. And Tom, would you do a few bars of the Snoopy dance so we can do a little Charlie Brown before we end the service? There was no one that uplifted us more than Snoopy and the Peanuts. Would you agree? Oh, he knew how to dance. Yeah. So let us now close, please, with our prayer for protection. And I would like to say something.
Okay. Thank you. You know, when I'm the chair of the conference team for Unity Canada, and when this team first met in March, Janet and Thomas were part of the team, and Janet, as we began to create and evolve the idea and the vision for this conference, Janet offered this place to be the central location for our Canadian conference. And she promised that there would be lots of support, lots of technical support, a beautiful stage, lots of people helping behind the scenes and feeding us. And it's more than exceeded anything that we could have ever expected. And so, truly from my heart, thank you, Unity of Vancouver.
Thank you, Vicki. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Prayer for protection and our peace song. Let us join together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Remain standing.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. God as creator, family honoring. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Get your motor running, head out on the highway, looking for adventure, yeah, whatever comes our way. Yeah, darling, gonna make it happen.
Thank you so much for joining us. We send out our love and look forward to seeing you next week. If you're on Zoom and want to pray confidentially with the chaplain in a private room, please accept your breakout invitation now, and it will pop up on your screen shortly. Thank you so much for joining us. See you all next week, and God bless.
Born to be wild.
People got stuff to do.
That was so fun. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Awesome.